Brothers and sisters, this government continues to honor its commitment to regularize public workers. And Brother Grimes, a word of caution. When you speak, research first. Because we do what we say, and we say what we do. We make promises, and we keep them. Because the days of mamagairy and tomfoolery and bubble, those days are over. You have new kids on the block now whose word you can take. We're not signing any agreement just before election and then reneging. We're doing everything now because our interest is the workers. I want you to know that in this struggle, we are partners. I greet you all on behalf of our beloved Prime Minister. I say beloved confidently because I saw the love you gave him this morning on the streets. Yes, I know. On behalf of Comrade Deacon Mitchell, the Cabinet of Ministers, the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Labor, the Labor Commissioner, and everyone, and on my own behalf, of course, I wish you a happy day, and I trust that you enjoy the rest of the day. I am extremely happy and honored that you have invited me here today to celebrate with you in commemoration of International Workers' Day in this golden jubilee year of our nation, under the theme, recognizing labor's contribution to building our nation over the past 50 years, as we move forward with renewed vision and hope. To my comrades in the labor movement, this administration takes the opportunity to congratulate you on a theme well chosen and to reaffirm our commitment to working with you to build and advance the lives of workers of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. And as we like to say, Petit Martinique, Carriacou, and Grenada. The theme recognizes your sterling contribution to our nation since independence and reflects the current atmosphere of stability, peace, hopefulness, and optimism, which allows us to confidently look forward with vision and purpose. And we would like to keep it that way. To the workers of this nation, past and present, we thank you for your service to Grenada, especially in the last 50 years. The government is proud to say that we continue to stand for you in ways that no other administration has done in the past. You heard it from your own union leaders here. Very rare would you hear unions congratulating governments on May Day. This shows that we have outperformed all others in the past. We have done in the last 20 months quite a lot to benefit workers, and in so doing, we have been deliberate and purposeful. We have been deliberate and purposeful in enacting legislation and implementing policies and programs aimed at achieving a just, equitable, prosperous, and sustainable society for all. Sisters and brothers, bear with me for a moment as we take a look back on the gains of the past year. Last year when I stood here, I promised you that we will implement minimum wage, new minimum wages by 1st January 2024. In keeping that promise, we hit the ground running on 1st January 2024 when the new minimum wages order came into effect. A legal requirement, brothers and sisters, that was ignored, indeed breached by previous governments for 12 long years. And in reality, that was only one government, if we are to be truly honest. Of course, our predecessor. The government, brothers and sisters, adjusted minimum wages for several categories of mostly vulnerable workers, including security officers, cleaners, caregivers, construction workers, hospitality workers, and clerical workers. We went a step further, brothers and sisters, and included new categories in the minimum wages order, such as call center workers, sanitation workers, and the all-important Fourth Estate media workers. Additionally, brothers and sisters, there was equalization in the minimum wages across gender, a historic movement towards ensuring that our women receive equitable compensation for their work, just as men and vice versa. And again, making sure that the law, which was actually on the books but not complied with, for equal pay, for equal work, is fully applied across all sectors. Brothers and sisters, you will observe in 2023 a number of amendments were made to the NIS law. All these changes were necessary to safeguard the fund for the benefit of all contributors. And indeed, these changes were recommended since 2016, and nothing was done. The fact is, if these changes did not come into effect, the fund would die in 2035. But in addition, on 1st May 2023, the National Insurance Unemployment Benefit came into force. This benefit, for the first time implemented in this country, is paid to registered members, registered contributors who are unemployed or self-employed and would have lost their jobs through no fault of their own. Since the introduction of this benefit, it has helped 204 persons at a value of $367,780. Give your government a round of applause, brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters, in 2023, government, through the government negotiating team, signed collective bargaining agreements for all public sector unions and welfare associations, prospectively, not retroactively as you're accustomed to, and without disrespect to workers, protest, and unrest. And of course, without your government reneging on anything. In fact, in the words of the President of the Public Workers Union, Brother Grimes, and I quote, "The negotiations of this collective agreement was clothed in respect and was a tremendous victory for the union, the workers, and for Grenada." Brothers and sisters, comrades all, this is your government working for you from the mouth of your own trade union leader. The negotiations also resulted in the first fringe benefits agreements reached in over 10 years. That included, and I quote Brother Grimes again, some ground-breaking elements. Brothers and sisters, this historic milestone underscores the government's efforts to foster productive partnerships with all workers as we strive to improve compensation packages, working conditions, and productivity. We look forward to these partnerships growing from strength to strength as we move Grenada forward. Brothers and sisters, the government continues to demonstrate that we say what we do and we do what we say. The negotiated salary increases, fringe benefits, and increments for 2024, as Brother Jude Bartholomew just told you was honored and paid for already. The value being, brothers and sisters, $1,119,374.11. Give your government a round of applause, don't be shy. Brothers and sisters, this government continues to honor its commitment to regularize public workers. And Brother Grimes, a word of caution. When you speak, research first. Because we do what we say, and we say what we do. We make promises, and we keep them. Because the days of mamagairy and tomfoolery and bubble, those days are over. You have new kids on the block now whose word you can take. We're not signing any agreement just before election and then reneging. We're doing everything now because our interest is the workers. So in case of regularization of workers, brothers and sisters, here are the facts. The Department of Public Administration continues to implement the regularization framework which was developed to ensure that the process is fair and transparent. Regularizations have occurred across the public sector and will continue until all categories are attended to. As Brother Grimes said, 300 were promised in the first phase. And here are the facts. To date, the first phase was completed. We promised 300. We did 298. 187 mainstream public workers, and as you heard it from Brother Bartholomew, 111 teachers. Brothers and sisters, by any formula, by any scoring formula, that will give us an A. Brothers and sisters, my government has once again demonstrated its commitment to education. We all know that through education, most of us were able to improve our economic station in life. For years, brothers and sisters, we witnessed the protests in the hot sun and the pouring rain by the TAMCC staff for salary increases that were denied them since 2016. This caring government, since coming into office, paid the TAMCC workers $602,089.90 retroactive for 2017 to 2022. Remember, we came into office in 2022. And for 2023 and 2024 so far, we've paid $1.2 million for salary increases. We encourage the union to enter into negotiation agreement for a collective bargaining agreement, negotiations with the Council of TAMCC. Brothers and sisters, we don't only look after workers who are unionized because we are afraid the unions are going to come after us. We look after everyone because we care about all our people and all our workers. So that, brothers and sisters, when we implemented the measures to benefit workers in this year, 2024, we included the Imani trainees who, as far as we are concerned, are workers. We commenced the process of granting Imani trainees public sector or public service commission contracts. And we continue to regularize, as we continue the regularization process, they are included. We are left out, you are not left out, Imanis, contrary to what you are told. As a caring government, we have adjusted the minimum stipend for Imanis so that it aligns with the new minimum wage. This resulted in government putting an additional $14 million in the hands of the young Imani workers, brothers and sisters, $14 million into their hands with this adjustment. I pause here to remind you, brothers and sisters, lest you forget. Those who claim to be for the poor and vulnerable had thousands of young Grenadians enrolled in the Imani program and receiving $600 and $700 a year, some for up to 10 years unchanged. I remind you also that you must not listen to what others say. Instead, you must pay attention to what they do and be not afraid. Do the same for this government, because we are confident when we do what we say and we say what we do. So you can watch and you can listen. Another big step forward for the Imani in this government is that we have commenced payment of the NIS contributions, the employer contributions, and we have also sorry, brothers and sisters. We are saying that we have commenced payment of the NIS contributions for Imanis and persons who hold contracts for service. This was never done before. Brothers and sisters, let's talk a little bit about pension, because we had to get real. Let's talk pension. Listen carefully, because all kind of craziness is being said. Brothers and sisters, this NDC administration is committed to sustainable wage bill management and to fostering a happy, optimistic, productive, and efficient workforce. Key to achieving this is the issue of pension reform. Based on certain employment practices that we inherited, certain groups were denied of any pension at all. And so they would work for years and leave the public service without a pension. The pension reform that we propose will address this issue while, listen to me, while ensuring that pension for existing permanent employees is secured. The Pension Review Committee has made significant progress in designing a new pension plan, considering key factors raised in consultations with stakeholders. This administration has already allocated $1.6 million to this new contributory pension plan, which will guarantee a pension for government workers who previously did not qualify for pension. Brothers and sisters, this government does not only care about improving your economic status in the present, but is also ensuring that after you have made your contribution to nation building and retired, you can live comfortably. I want to address some information that is said about pension, even misinformation you might call it. Recently said, no one is going to lose their pension. Workers who are already confirmed in the public service, your pension is secured. We all know, and it is one of the things we all agree on, that pension reform is unavoidable. Right? Pension reform is unavoidable because the scheme we currently have cannot be sustained in the long run. We have been there before. We're not going back there. We were there between 1983 and 2022. We have restored pensions, and we are not going back. Brothers and sisters, we have also attended to several matters of occupational safety and health, which one of the union leaders mentioned. I think it was Brother Grimes. Enhancing your work environment, air conditioning in the ministerial complex, tiling, painting, and doing some major renovation works at the financial complex. Government has made a commitment to implement occupational safety and health policy and legislation during this term in office. I am happy to announce that the ILO has made a commitment to provide technical assistance to the Department of Labor to ensure that we achieve this objective. And two brothers and sisters, we are in the advanced stages with the help of the Labor Advisory Board, of which you are represented, to bring it into force a new labor code. And yes, Brother Grimes spoke to the labor code that was passed since 2016 and not brought into force. With some very critical amendments, we will bring this new labor code into force. And these critical amendments will include paid paternity leave, a first for our country and for our men, and also an extension of maternity leave for women to 14 weeks in accordance with the ILO and UN standards. Also, a new dispute resolution mechanism will be introduced. Brothers and sisters, with all these achievements and milestones, we are happy to be now enjoying a period of industrial peace and stability. As we celebrate our golden jubilee as a nation, the time is apt to enter a new era of progress and upliftment. We want this peace and stability to endure and to represent a permanent shift in the way the tripartite arrangement interacts with each other. This cultural shift will also allow for us to focus on improving other areas that were neglected in the past. And that is what your government has been doing already. In so doing, brothers and sisters, we are committed to strengthening the Ministry of Labor. We have, since last year when I spoke to you, appointed a new Deputy Labor Commissioner in the person of Ms. Connie McQuilkin. This is the first time we have a Deputy Labor Commissioner in 11 years. And we have added additional staff, including a senior labor officer. With the support of the ILO, we have committed to strengthening our legislative and institutional framework to better serve you in the areas of dispute resolution, labor inspection, employment services, occupational safety and health. Brothers and sisters, on March 15, coinciding with the launch of the Consumer Affairs Office, the Department of Labor launched a satellite office in the town of St. George. The launch of this office has proven to be convenient for many, saving them time, thank you, and expense in dealing with their problems relating to labor. We've also launched a new website, another first. This was done in December. This website is a one-stop shop for all labor-related information, and I invite you to visit the website. There you will find labor laws, policies, services offered by the Department of Labor, links to our tripartite partners and stakeholders, frequently asked questions, and you may, through the website, also submit labor complaints and receive virtual responses. We intend to enhance and strengthen our digital presence as we continue to transform and enhance service delivery. I am pleased to announce that the Department of Labor has also been able to reestablish our relationship with the International Labor Organization. This renewed relationship will ensure that we meet our obligations as a member state and benefit from the technical and other support available to build our capacity to serve you better. As we rebuild this relationship, I am very pleased to share with you, brothers and sisters, that this year, Grenada will have a delegation attending the International Labor Conference. Brothers and sisters, listen to this carefully. The last time a delegation from Grenada attended the International Labour Conference, which, by the way, is an obligation we have under the treaty, was 25 years ago. 25 years ago. And we will be there this year. Dr. Musa Bayana, I take this opportunity to again thank you for being here with us today. A demonstration of your commitment, yours and your team's commitment to provide the technical support to advance the promotion of social justice, decent work, and inclusive economic growth and development for all Grenadians. At the risk of sounding like a broken record, I can't resist but to share with you that our research shows that this is the first visit of an ILO director to Grenada. So let us give the ILO mission a warm Grenadian welcome once more. And guys, just stand up so the workers can see who you are if you don't mind. The mission is there. Thank you very much. First, we're doing plenty things first. Brothers and sisters, comrades, I end by reaffirming government's commitment to workers of Grenada, to all workers of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Let us look together, let us work together rather, to build on the significant progress we have made in the last 20 months. Workers of Grenada, my government looks forward to working with you in continuing to build a stable and harmonious industrial relations climate, one that will result in a productive, resilient, and inclusive labor force. Ultimately, we all want a fair and just society with a decent standard of living and a buoyant economy. So as we journey to the next 50 years, and as we enjoy this period of industrial peace, let us continue to work together to build a nation of which we can all be proud. And with that, I say, long live the working people of Grenada, Carriacou, and the Petit Martinique. Long live the people of Grenada. Forward ever. Forward ever. God bless you all. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
Hi everyone, thanks for checking out the Bub Report's social media pages. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch our weekly live show, follow our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can catch repeat episodes on Wednesdays at 4 and 5 p.m. respectively on CRFM Radio and GBN TV in Grenada. We are also viewed on Sundays at 8 p.m. on WPG 10 throughout the Caribbean. Thanks for watching.